And we'll continue with A House Like a Lotus by Madeleine L'Engle. Frank borrowed Zachary's rented car to drive us home, and I was grateful. I wasn't at all sure my wobbly legs would have made it. Of course, we'd missed lunch, but everybody was still in the refectory. Noreen looked up in surprise. Omeo and Frank will explain, V said. I want to get Polly to a room and into bed. Without saying anything, and somehow inconspicuous despite her great height, Bashamuth fell into step beside us. There was a near catastrophe, V said. Polly needs a hot bath in bed. It won't be a very hot bath, Bashamuth said. Even lukewarm would be heavenly. When we got to the room, the fan was whirring, so the power was back on. Go along, V said to me. I'll tell Bashamuth what happened. The water was at least warm and felt wonderful, and I lay back and relaxed for a long time, almost dozing once or twice till my twitching muscles let go their panic tightness. Then it occurred to me that V and Bashamuth might be waiting, so I got out and dried myself and put on my nightgown. Only Bashamuth was in the room. V's gone to see about getting some hot soup for you. I sat facing her dignified presence. Omeo saved my life. And V and Frank. It was V who had the knowledge that there was something wrong, and Frank who had the wisdom to take her seriously. How did V know? V is a poet. Sometimes poets still have the ancient knowings. I was grateful to V, to Frank, but Bashamuth, I said. It was Omeo who came with the boat and got us out of the water. I was tiring. We were almost drowning. I couldn't have held on much longer. But you had left the little boat and were holding up this strange man. What else could I do? What else? She turned to answer a knock. Noreen came in, carrying a kettle of something which smelled delicious. Millie followed with bowls, and Frank with spoons. Omeo and V came in together. Noreen set the kettle down on the empty desk. Go to bed, Polly. Go to bed, Polly. We will spoil you this afternoon, okie dokie? You and your rescuers will have some of this good soup Twila has prepared, and then you will sleep. Someone will bring you tea, and you can come to the afternoon meeting, okie dokie? Very okie dokie, I said. Every bone and muscle ached, but I was so full of the love of these people I had not even met a few days ago that it didn't matter. Noreen ladled out a rich soup full of vegetables and fish, and V and Frank and Omeo and I ate. I was ravenously hungry. Back at the hotel, I had thought I would never want to eat again. Noreen noticed Zachary's flowers, which were drooping despite my ministrations. These are completely wilted. Do you want me to throw them out for you? It seemed like throwing Zachary out, but Noreen didn't know that, and it didn't make much sense to keep dead flowers, so I told her to go ahead. When we finished eating, everybody stood up to leave except Millie, who came and sat by me. I will give Polly a back rub. She will sleep better. Roll over, little one. I hardly heard the others leave. Millie's hands were strong yet tender, and she seemed to know which muscles I had strained. When I was half asleep, Millie drew the sheet up over me and then started to sing, not Saranam or any of the songs she'd sung to the group with her miraculous voice, but a song with an odd minor melody and words I didn't understand, which weren't unlike Gaian. And I realized that she was singing to me as her baby, that for this moment I was Millie's baby, perhaps one of the children she had lost, and I was lapped in her love. And we'll pause there.